Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Well, hokey smokes, it is indeed a brand new day. Hot outside. I gotta turn my AC unit back on as soon as this is done, because it is hot. We're supposed to be near 100, but that's, without the heat radiating off of the ground and stuff as the day goes by. We're on top of 100 by the time things are done. So, oh boy. I did go walkies this morning, and on the trail that runs by the stream, the trees are still down. So I don't know if they're ever going to send someone to fix that trail. But that's great. So the trail is blocked because I can't get down on the ground and crawl under the fallen logs. Not safe. Nor do I want to get up and crawl over the top of the fallen logs. Not safe. So can't walk on the trail for the time being. But still, I was up, did not a full 3 mile walkies, maybe 2, 4, right around 3, maybe. But so, at least I got some walkies done. Hopefully, later on, maybe toward the end of the night, when it starts cooling down some, I'll go for a second walk. After watching a Kurzgesagt video about why it's so hard to lose weight from exercise and stuff, I have a better understanding of what's going on in our bodies. Because our bodies like to burn a certain amount of calories to do things. We have homeostasis in our bodies, big times, that likes to hit a baseline. So if you start to exercise and you're burning more calories, if you just hit this level of exercise, you're going to burn this many calories. And then it's going to come down until you're burning this number of calories that you were before. You're still going out there and exercising as much as you had been, but you're not burning any more calories. You're back down to what you were burning before you started exercising. Unless you're constantly pushing to burn more all the time, which that's a line goes up forever, you're eventually going to stop burning those calories. Someone who's out running every single day is burning roughly the same amount of calories as someone who's sitting in a chair and watching television. Because your body gets to a homeostatic state. So you can go out and exercise and try and bulk yourself up, and you're still just going to eventually even out. Because the thing is, modern life is different from the way that we have lived for thousands upon thousands of years. Our bodies are designed as hunter-foragers. So when we're out exercising and doing crazy stuff, that's what we're supposed to be doing normally. So when we're out exercising and doing this stuff, that's what our bodies are designed to do baseline. This modern life of sitting around and not doing much all day is new. Our bodies don't want that. So yeah, you may not burn calories, but your body is being very happy to be used at the level it's at. One of the problems, as the video pointed out, is because we are very efficient resource hoarders and gatherers. In fact, we're so efficient at hoarding and gathering resources, go down to your local grocery store. Take a look around. This is new. But when you have all of this excess energy, that gives extra energy to your body that it doesn't need. As they were pointing out, it's like when you get too much energy, your body starts supercharging a lot of stuff. Stuff that really shouldn't be supercharged, like your immune system. Because when your immune system gets supercharged, it starts burning you. And that's the way it is with everything. And so, yeah, everything goes back down to a baseline. Of course, any excess calories you take in get stored as fat, but yeah, so joy on that. That's why my going out, I'm walking, 4 or 5 miles at a shot, and I'm not losing a bit of weight. In fact, I'm back to where I was when I was living on a high street here in Shelton. And that is, if I eat more than one can of chili in a day, I'm going to gain weight. If I eat a can of chili, and another thing, anything past that first can of chili, I'm storing it as fat. I have to literally starve while going out and doing my exercising stuff if I want to maintain or lose weight. Otherwise, I slowly put it on if I eat more than a can of chili. And let's see, do I have a can of chili here? Just one moment, let me take a look here. I got cans of stuff everywhere, but oh, of course not, but still. I can use this as an example. These are Bush's chili beans. 120 calories per serving, and there are 3 and some odd servings per can. That's about 400 or 500 calories. If I eat more than 2 of these, I am going to gain weight, even going out and exercising. If I want to lose weight, and I'm at 215-ish, if I want to get back down to 170, I can eat about a half a can of chili with beans once, and then that's my meal for the day. Otherwise, I'm going to gain weight. Yay! So yeah, I've been eating like 3 meals a day. That's not going to get me losing. I gotta start starving. Our bodies are too efficient. We are monsters. Which is true, and here's also something that's actually terrifying. I watched a Chubby Emu video, and it was about this family of 5. I believe they were Taiwanese, or they could have been Chinese, I can't remember, but the mother had made, a year before, a traditional fermented corn noodle, and then froze it, and then they went and ate it a year later. None of that was a problem. 4 of the people that ate, of that family, ate the noodles. The 5th one didn't like noodles, refused, was mocked mercilessly by the family. One of the people in there went and ate their serving. Within hours, the entire family, except for that one person, was all comatose. And very, very soon, every single one of them was dead. There is a microorganism that grows everywhere. It is everywhere on this planet, in the dirt, on plants, on us. But if it finds the right place to grow, it creates one toxin. I can't remember the exact name. It's like Bonkirk or Bonkrek. That toxin will kill you dead. And it does permanent damage. So if you get knocked, into a comatose state from it, that's it. You're in a comatose state until you die. And if that's 20, 30, 40 years from now, you're in a comatose state for all that time. It does permanent damage. It goes into your body. It interferes with your mitochondria and body's ability to process proteins correctly. And because it can't process proteins correctly, it creates ammonia, which gets into the mitochondria, interferes with its ability to send out energy, at which point they begin to die. And then you start to die because all of your mitochondria in your body are dying. Permanent damage. These people died painfully and then went comatose. Luckily, they didn't die painfully, but they went painfully into comas and then died. And when you read about the horrible ways that the body reacts to this, I'm going to speak in English, the horrible ways the body reacts to this toxin. People that have this toxin go into their bodies. After autopsies, they will find like the brain has folded itself in half inside of your skull. And when your brain is folding itself in half, That's bad. It is a horrible, horrible thing. And as long as you don't eat things like fermented corn, you're fine. And even then, if you eat professionally prepared fermented corn noodles, you're largely going to be fine. The big problem is homemade stuff like that. And tempeh, all sorts of, which is fermented soy. All of these things can get that. Again, I think it's like bonkrek, toxin created. Oh, it's horrible. Coconut does it too. Yay. So be careful. Don't just home make this stuff and then die. Please. Past that though, I just gotta say, I have unfortunately had to resort largely back to just the tablet for almost everything. It is a nice machine, the laptop, but I cannot record or edit video on it. I mean, and the video editors just crash out, and when they don't, it takes at least 3-4 hours to do a 20-minute video if it renders it correctly. So I cannot do video on this. So I can do games or go online. Except any game past the year 2010 is a bad time. It just does not play any game past 2010 very well. And the closer we get to 2024, the more like just a simple slideshow it gets. Anything between 2000 and 2010, better. Pre-2000, less choppy, but nothing ever plays good. I've had to drop Fallout New Vegas down to 1280 by 720 resolution so that it plays better. Not great, better. I don't really play games on it now because nothing plays well. So that leaves internet. And I use it largely for the internet because it plays videos pretty good for a while. And then it'll just turn into the video being played will turn into a slideshow while the video plays. It just goes snapshot. And then I have to back it up and then it'll play. And then eventually I just have to close the browser and then reopen the browser. And then it'll play the videos again for a while. So I use it largely to watch videos until I have to keep turning it off and turn it back on to make them play. But, I mean, great machine, depending on what you need it for. If you need it to render and edit video, not so good. If you need it to play even semi-modern games, not so good. Probably for some kinds of business, it would be awesome. But for right now, yeah, it's largely just to watch videos on. So until I can actually get something that I can record and play games on, I can't record and play games. Yay. I hesitate because, you know, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. And I am very appreciative that it was sent to me. Again, it is a great piece of hardware. I just can't do anything with it. So, I mean, life is life. I do have a GoFundMe so that I can buy something that I can actually do things with. And I don't want to make it seem like I'm not appreciative, because I am. I use this thing. I turn it on first thing in the morning, and then it stays on all day, and I use it. I just use it to watch videos on, because I can't do anything else with it. And again, I don't want to seem not appreciative, because I know if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. But at the same time, I mean, if people are wondering why I'm not using it, it would sure be nice to let people know why. Because, yeah, you know, I used to record games, now I've got a laptop, so why am I not recording games? That deserves, you know, an answer. Unfortunately, it's not a good answer. I'm still extremely appreciative. Again, I use it all the time. I just can't use it for anything that I do for the channel. So, I do have the GoFundMe. That would be, it's the link is in the description, so if you could check that out, that'd be awesome. That would be very, very cool. Again, thank you to whomever sent this to me. I cannot remember the name at the moment. It's in my email. I've forgotten, but it is a nice machine. The things I use it for are the things it can't really do. So it's a me thing, not a hardware thing. But past that, I am just surviving. I went and got blood drawn. I don't know if you can see the big old bruise. It's fading. I mean, it was done yesterday, so it's fading even as it was coming in. But on the blood draw there, when the person was taking the needle out, I could feel it scrape on the inside of the vein as he was pulling it out. Because he pulled straight and then gave it an angle at the very end. So it went, whoop, scrape. And it was like, I'm going, oh, I'm going to have a bruise there. Yeah, and I got a little knot inside there. Oh boy. Doesn't really hurt though. So that's good. But yeah, I had blood drawn and that's fun. So that's been my life, which is to say nothing much is happening. It's hot, so I don't go outside a lot. Again, I'm older. And I have issues staying hydrated. I mean, I drink tea a lot. I mean, if you drink 8-ounce glasses of water, which is what, they suggest you drink, even though that's a fake thing, it's not even real, 64 ounces. That's a 2-liter bottle. Less than a 2-liter bottle. I drink like 4 or more liters of tea in a day. Only one of those will have caffeine. The others are decaffeinated herbal stuff with like the Bengal spice, which has no tea in it, or peach flavor stuff, or lemon stuff. And I drink water with flavor in it, and I'm still dehydrated. It is so hard to stay hydrated. I haven't been properly hydrated yet, and I'm funneling. Oh, where did I put it? That's a good question. Where did I put my water bottle? This is 64 ounces on its own. And I drink 4 of these and 1 of these, and I'm still too dry. So I'm afraid to go out there when it's hot. I know I'll be in trouble. And again, when you're older, you are so extremely susceptible to heat-related issues. And I overheat. When it's cold outside, colder, I have my air conditioning unit on, and the fans on, and just a sheet on. And I'm still almost always too hot. So I don't go out there, I'm going to die. Thank you very much for listening to me ramble. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. You're all beautiful and wonderful people. I know I am nobody special. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy that rambles in front of whatever, whether it's a tablet or a webcam or any such thing. I'm just a guy, and I'm just a guy that rambles. And I am ever so appreciative that there are people out there that pay attention and listen. Thumbs up. Thank you. It is appreciated. In fact, if you have watched this far, if you could type chili beans into the comments to let both me and the algorithm know that people do in fact watch these videos, that would be a thumbs up. Greatly, greatly appreciated. If you are a patron, thumbs up and thank you. Without your help, I would be in bad shape, and it is greatly appreciated. I am trying to save up money so I can get a computer, along with any possible donations that I can get hold of. But of course, everything keeps happening. Life will get you. It's like my sister. She and her husband and family spend a bunch of money spring cleaning, fixing the roof. Now they don't have any money when their central air knocked out. It doesn't work anymore. So she's in Utah in 110-degree weather with no air conditioning. Life hits you from behind. So it ain't just me that stuff happens to. It's everybody in the world. Thank you so much for helping me absorb some of the hits better. For everybody that leaves me comments, thumbs up and thank you. I'm getting better because of this over here, this laptop, at being able to write replies. Problem is, again, the hardware. This laptop, you can't turn off the touchpad. There is no way to turn off the touchpad. And the touchpad is right where your hands will hit when you got your fingers on the keyboard. Everything that you Google and find online says, go to your touchpad settings. It's got an on and off. No, it doesn't. No. My model, it's got a sensitivity slider. You can't turn it off. So no matter what I do, eventually I'll be using the mouse here, and I got my hand on the keyboard here, and the mouse goes nuts because it's picking up my palm on the keypad, touchpad. So I gotta stop what I'm doing, lift my hands up, and then put my hands back down, and then it'll start working again. I wish there was a way to tuck off the turn pad, to turn off the touchpad, but you can't. There is no settings for the Lenovo ThinkPad W550S to turn off the touchpad. How annoying. Nice bit of software. Hardware though. I do like the computer and all that. I just can't really do anything with it. But it allows me to type replies, and that's a very, very good thing. So thumbs up on that, and thank you. So hokey smokes, yeah, I'm going to edit this here, which is make sure that the goofy stuff at the beginning when I'm going is trimmed off, and then I'm going to render it and then upload it. At least I can type the description on here. Once it's uploading, I can go on to YouTube Studio on here, and then I can just type it instead of having to use styluses on the touchpad keyboard. Touchscreen keyboard. I hate those things. Anyway, though, thumbs up and thank you, each and every one of you. Might as well, since I'm here, remind everyone that I do have the skeletal sea snake with no way for the brain to get anything. There is a foramen magnum, the hole at the base of the skull. So, yeah, I guess that would work. I mean, there's a hole in the jaw, so if it eats someone, it's not big enough to eat anyone, unfortunately. But if it had, I mean, there's a hole in the jaw, so it can eat. Something like this, it would only eat fish. It's unfortunate. Too bad something like this couldn't eat a human being. Anyway, though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. Because, yeah, I mean, snakes should eat people. I think that'd be a beautiful and awesome thing. Not really. I don't think it'd be beautiful and awesome, but I do think that snakes should eat people.